Alex Tui enters early. One for Joe Healy to check up on. She'll be straight onto that for us. And here's a breakaway too for Sean Bruce. The Kings are on the board.
They do it by a pretty sloppy turnover by the Cairns Taipans with that cross-court pass. And we've seen this a bit with the zone defense that Sydney played. That free throw line is wide open. Just a really good closeout. Drop an air ball.
Beautiful from outside. It's a three.
Well, that's what happens when you're in a zone. You sometimes lose track of your priorities, as that's pretty easy as well to DJ Hogue. But
possession with him again. He dances in the face of Tui, gets to the backboard, the and one. Bright start from Bulqual.
Usually when you're switching, you're only going to switch on the on-ball screens, and you'll fight through.
Not enough of the ball, and Adams from outside can't find the mark either. It's still with Sydney. Bounce for DJ Hogue. Ugly pass for Mahmoud Abdel Fattah, especially if this falls, which it does. Bulqual out of the blocks in a big way for the Taipans. For the Taipans.
As we look at this replay here, he gets it in transition. No, late pickup by Adams. You know, you got to give him time. You got to get minutes. You got to find out where he is best suited in your program.
Bulqual again, bottom of the net again. Thinking about stopping Bulqual. Beautiful behind the back bounce pass from Valentine, the rebound. Adams.
Thanks, Matt. I was just listening to the Kings there at the timeout. No surprises. It's all about defense. They said they've got to keep up the communication, especially when they're in the zone. Get up in their faces and put more pressure on the Taipans at the perimeter.
Which, Joe's a good time to just take a snapshot of this matchup. These two teams, top four in the league for assists, field goal percentage, and points scored. They've both struggled with turnovers. They've had their defensive difficulties, and Cairns also battling on the boards a little bit. So there's some areas that we're looking at tonight as the pass finds Taj McCall.
The balance right. See, Armstrong here goes in. And
bit of defensive disruption there from Sydney does the job. Now Valentine spinning. Here's Angus Glover in the corner.
As we look at him dance and create the Angus Glover.
Bulqual with his first miss of the night. Valentine, step back three. He looks like a man on a mission this evening.
I give him credit, Andrew. A three, which was much needed. And then he gets Menengo on him, says, I'm a step back away from you.
Well, it is, and I think more importantly, it's only 18 minutes. The game's still alive.
Pat Miller just muscles his way to the ring, dispatching Sean Bruce. Muscle being the operative word when it comes to the man called Miller. That play-in bracket, anyone's guess. Valentine, that's better. And with form like that, Sydney, they won't have given up on a top two finish still. Glover again. Back-to-back threes from Angus Glover.
For the Cairns Taipans, Miller plays a lot more minutes than Glover.
Sean Bruce, that's the way to start the second quarter with a long two. Comes packing a fair set of guns. Hanging from each shoulder. There's TJ McCall straight back at Sydney.
What?
They feel that playoff series last year. Had Shannon Scott not gotten hurt, they had a run. Drewy, it was a close game. You may not remember it.
No, I do.
Okay.
Taron Armstrong. Jordan Hunter, a gleeful recipient. He didn't expect to be taking a rebound there. And getting it done at the other end as well. Oh, Tajir McCall, a spin move.
Well, there's one extreme to the other.
McCall was unable to finish, and he says, you know what? That was too easy. I got something better for you.
360 move to get to the cup.
Turnover by Sydney. So a chance for Cairns to go back to the lead. Lack Mayen
They're very exciting. They're young and emotional.
Nice from DJ Ho.
I'm going to have to go to confession on Sunday after hearing that.
Hearing it.
He got a warning.
He's been reading some of my emails.
Kept on going, DJ Ho. Pat Keller with Jalen Galloway getting enough of the ball to knock the shot off target straight back to the Taipans. Wild just going a little cool after his hot start. Tajima call with the and one.
Didn't quite see, but what's Jordy Hunter here? Just didn't need to drop the arm. Drops the arm, pushes him in the chest.
McCall misses the freebie, and Jalen Adams is off and running. No joy off the backboard. This man, McCall, scored the last points for the Taipans in his third year in far north Queensland. It falls. Again, he'll go to the line.
And he gets a head of steam at it.
Yep.
There's not too many better than him in the league.
And you two had the chance to put your hand up. Is there a question you'd like to throw at either one of those three?
We're lucky enough to know Luke, and they've asked him all those and annoyed the living crap out of him for years with all the questions. And it's worth listening to.
Quatnoy in the corner. That gets Kings fans up and about. Adam Ford just complaining about a few what he thinks are moving Sydney screens. Doug Miller thought about it, wants a better look, gets to the backboard and finishes.
At your Hungry Jacks, give the code, Matty.
Yes.
Pass. Make sure you do not pass Hungry Jacks on the way home. To have packed stadiums around the country chanting your brand name, they might be chanting Denzel Valentine in Sydney as well. Down under and here to make a difference this evening.
Pretty poor defensive effort there from the Taipans. Drew, when Sam Timmons woke up this morning, do you think he thought he'd be in the game right now?
Well, I assume that the coach would have given him the heads up.
Yeah.
But he's been okay when he's been out there, and that's way too easy.
It's the Kings by 11. Their biggest lead of the game. Tajir McCall off the left hand. Nice. As Derek mentioned, Adams perfect at the stripe, 9 of 9. Here's Menenga in the corner for the Cairns Taipans. Geordie Hunter stays at it and makes sure the ball stays with purple singlets. That's good from Clark.
That's a great interior defense. First from Menenga.
That is a tough proposition.
They've got some work to do, don't they, Drewy, if they want to challenge Melbourne United?
And there is, you know, I think that they've earned the right to where they're at, but they've got a challenging period coming up with the tennis. I think, what is the next 7 games on the road?
Long way away from John Cain Arena as Menenga's bright third quarter continues.
We saw an outstanding game from Cairns against Melbourne on a Sunday afternoon. Josh Roberts went nuts, but let me tell you what's happening right now.
To score in this third quarter. Jonah Bolden, does he have the touch? No, but Hogue has the reach for a big board. Scoreless for the first 4 minutes of this third quarter. Now Sydney falling in a hole again. No, says Alex Tui, the young next star. 4 points since half-time. Armstrong finds Klimpman, the young guns combining. Not for points. Valentine, step back for 3, got it! We had that attempted buzzer beater to force OT in the second meeting between these teams, called after the siren. Here's Valentine, filling it up again. Denzel Valentine. You see the Hawks at home on New Year's Eve against Adelaide as part of your New Year's Eve doubleheader. Jonah Bolden might have been deep. Dying seconds of the third. The Taipans craving points. They've had a 9-point third quarter, make it 11 and possibly 12.
Just a a big play in the context of this one. Down by 13 with the prospect to just cut it to 10.
67-57. Valentine. The seconds ticking away. He goes high off the glass. Denzel Valentine.
Hunter's 1 of 6. Sean Bruce 2 of 6. Valentine 8 of 12. You got to keep him on the court until this game's under control.
That's right. They're probably just trying to get a little rest for him. Not here.
As Jalen Adams goes to 15 points. You never told D. Rucker or A. Gaze to have a rest.
That's why I can't believe this dude's talking like that.
No, I just know the way the game is and the tempo that they're trying to play at. He hits 27 free throws in a row and currently sits as the best free throw shooter in the history of the Sydney Kings. Now, he hasn't played as many games as some of the legends, but nevertheless, at this point in time, that's where he sits.
Now DJ Hogue with a big arc, but uncontested. Jordan Hunter gets through.
And you'd love this if you're the Kings because that was their Achilles the other night.
The last 2 games, they've lost to the Hawks and New Zealand. Before that, Southeast Melbourne, a good win.
But the defense looked better in New Zealand. It fell apart again on Christmas Day.
And they led by 18 against Illawarra and gave it away. They don't look like giving a lead away tonight.
That both these teams have got to play with right now, but clearly the advantage well and truly in favour of the Kings with a 14-point lead.
Adams whips the ball out for Galloway, who gets past McCall, gets to the rack and gets 2 more. Jalen Galloway up to 5 points for the game.
Drew, he attacks the rack, and when he elevates, looks like he's jumping off a mini tramp.
Look at DJ Hogue all over the top of his former teammate. Avoids an embarrassing moment. Now Sam Meninga.
Drew, there's promise in that stroke.
Now Josh Roberts into the game for the Taipans as Jordan Hunter has no concern about that.
Still doing his jersey up. They quickly inbound. He got caught out of position. Meninga and others, Waterberg, some others, some run, but surprising to not see getting all those DNPs as Miller keeps it going. Keeps the scoreboard ticking over. Try and get some kicks.
Still free throws plaguing Adam Ford and his men. Miller with the miss. Likewise, Sean Bruce with a field goal attempt. What can Josh Roberts do? He did not play against Perth. As I mentioned, one of many, but now Bull Qual. He started the game on fire.
And nervous times now, despite a lead.
Roberts fed by Tajir McCall. That's some assist.
I'm getting the TO right here, Drew.
It's back to 9. It's back to that single-figure difference. Cairns crave, but not for long. The former Taipan, DJ Hogue, delivers.
Ugly but effective.
McCall gets busy. The Taipans craving a stop, and you're not going to stop the elevation of Jalen Galloway. Tramp out there. The Harvey Norman replay shows it magnificently.
At least the numbers suggest that it's been a vastly improved performance on the defensive end for the Kings.
Valentine goes to 22 points for the game.
Tech foul. But, yeah, I think right now with what we're seeing, he comes back from the starting lineup. I'm right.
We find out next Thursday, Sydney, Melbourne.
The problem when you have a game like this and you are coming off the bench, sometimes the coach said, well, I've found the formula.
That's it.
Jordan Hunter makes his free throws. Cairns, wouldn't they love to go back home New Year's Eve, have Tajir McCall score like that and beat Melbourne for the 2nd time this season? That'd be a nice injection. He's working on a fantasy novel. Tries to write a bit of it each day. There's something you might not have known about Jordan Hunter.
Nice.
Oh, now he's got his double-double. Black Mayan, he fills it up. And his team went down to the Hawks. fantastic round 13. We saw Perth start in dominant fashion last night. The Kings dominating this evening. No one more so than Denzel Valentine, who adds a steal to the stat sheet. Now a dunk finish. It is Denzel Valentine.
Nice home doubleheader.
We'll just remind everyone, he had 34 points for Chicago against Cleveland. As there are more points for the Kings, the fans love it. Don't do it, DJ. Don't do it to us, DJ. 13,000 fans in the house and they've dribbled out. I hope one bucket doesn't come back to burn you.